From US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Houston Texans.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way out behind their former number 3 overall pick, who spent his last year as a 49er. It's Sam Darnold.
And he's still been looking for that one situation to allow all of his talents to come together. He's hoping that he found it here. Plenty of playmakers on the outside, and a team that's willing to run the football to let his talent shine.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Steps away. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Darnold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Well, the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Stroud to throw it. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Touchdown, Texans! Tank Dell from 8 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Darnold from the gun. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Powell. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Darnold now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
To the air again, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Pass complete to Addison. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud, and Diggs has it. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 2nd down and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Impressive catch there by Schultz, and he's come up a strong campaign that saw him produce over 600 yards in his first season with the Texans. He's more than a reliable target. He's a team leader on the offensive side of the ball.
That's caught again by Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Stroud. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That's on the former first-rounder from Ole Miss, Laramie Tunsil. Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Now it's Darnold. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5. To throw is Darnold. Puts puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His second lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the unit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stroud working out of the gun. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So the false start will back them up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Stroud to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense had Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick 6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time. And they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off of play action, Darnold. And he rifles one incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Stroud looking to throw. Another one caught by Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Stroud. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. After the interception, here's Darnold. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Darnold now to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 66 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. From
down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside?
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Throwing again is Darnold. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. A play fake, and it's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud, and Diggs has it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 2nd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Darnold. This one swung out here to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Stroud to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Back to throw, Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Darnold. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Addison. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mills to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mills now. Got his man, Dell. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mills.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Mills to the air again. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. 3rd down and 6. Now it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games?
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Darnold. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Darnold from the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. An inside give to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th-quarter lead. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
78 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looking to throw is Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Powell on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a 1st down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and this Texans defense stands tall. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Mills. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing, Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
This is where you need a quarterback who can see the whole field. They're going to run matching corner routes on each side of the formation. This time, it's the tight end who gets the call, and he brings it in for good yardage and a first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Finding Schultz, and he goes out right around the 39.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mills. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mills looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st down. Now Mills. That's complete to Dell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Mills back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here we go, 1st and goal. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold. That's caught by Addison. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Darnold to throw. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Darnold. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.